Yeah! It's a beautiful day. It really is. It's another blue sky. It is crisp. Fall is essentially here. I mean, technically it has another day or two, but it's here. So, it's pants season. Flip-flops are for the gym now. Womp, womp. But I was just thinking, this car ride to work has been ups and downs. You know, we all have our struggles, and I know I said yesterday, you know, it starts with being grateful, and I am. Yesterday, my mom went in for heart surgery. She came out on the other side. She's good. She did excellent. And good fucking God, was that such a massive stressor. But it was also an awakening. Like, oh my God, I need to be a better son. Like, I almost just lost my mother. And, you know, I know a lot of people don't have a relationship with their mothers at all. Or if they do, it's extremely toxic. And mine was for a while, and that's because I didn't know how to grow up. And then I figured it out, did it on my own, and I'm like, oh my God, dude, wake up. You know, she is who she is. And, you know, you release all those negative emotions because now you're standing on your own. You can meet with her as a human. I mean, she'll always be my mother, but she's my mother. You know? I tried to get a new one of these. That thing is fucking melted and glued to the windshield, so it is what it is. So, mom came out alright, and now I got that big dope slap from that higher power that's like, hey, it could have been it. You could have been dealing with a lot worse. Let's do a better job. Got it. Loud and clear. Heard you. And then I was able to get tires on my car. My God. I've been driving around and fucking... These things were bald. There was nothing left. And bit the bullet. Got them on. Here we are. I am cruising. I'm sure my gas mileage is going to get better for it too. I was going higher speeds. My car's not shaking. Jesus Christ! I couldn't believe I just ignored it. It's like something that I've done in the past with other problems, but you know, just like everything, we're all looking to improve, and that's one thing I was looking at, is that I'm working on building something, and it's, you know, it's always been a thought, and I think I took a swing at it when I was younger, when I had those, you know, what do you call them, innocent hopes and dreams, and then, you know, reality can be like Mike Tyson comes in and just beats the fuck out of you, and you forget. You know, you submit to life and blah, 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 and then priorities shift, etc. And then you go to the Berkshires and you stare at mountains and you hear peace and quiet, which is, you hear nothing but yourself. And when you hear that, you gain so much clarity, but only when you're ready to accept it. So if you're not ready to accept it, if there's too much noise already, you can't hear it. How could you? It's too much. You gotta cut it all out. So, anyways, you know, I've been thinking about how to work on it, etc. It's coming together, but and I'm trying to remind myself that these things are not an overnight thing. And because, you know, it's been ingrained in really any American to get things overnight, you're kind of like, you can get You can beat on yourself a little bit. At least I do anyways. Like, oh, you can't do it. I'm like, who is that? What the fuck kind of bullshit am I hearing for myself? And I stopped listening to that, but it still kind of brought me down a little bit. It brought my energy down. And I was like, nah. I mean, coffee certainly helps, but as I'm listening to a podcast, it was talking about starting new things and how you have to embrace that you're not good at it in the beginning. And I know that, but it was just because it came on in that moment. The thought was like, dude, of course, it's going to suck for a bit. This is why you're going to work on this in your spare time. And you're going to stay, what's the word? Devoted? Directed? I don't know. But that's what I'm going to be doing. Like, that is my fire under my ass. I don't want to make this trip every day. I want to work on what I want to work on. But I will not sacrifice the security for now. Financial world is tough for me. We got to stay on top of that. And we all should. But I've been watching TV for a couple days and quickly realized, holy shit, I sunk a lot of my hours into that thing. Not like a lot of people, but enough, you know. And when that fucking screen is off, it's quiet, I get a lot of work done. And you know, back when I was 25, I knew this. I got rid of my TV. I got rid of my video games. I knew they were in my way. And somehow they got back into my life. And they distracted me for years. While I was not listening to my higher self. I can't even believe it. I'm almost partially having this realization right now. And so they've been shut off. And I had this, part of this, you know, there's things I wrote down that I want less of in my life in the mountains. And one of them is screens. I'm tired of fucking screens. They are digital holes where you can just sink yourself into, and then you're like, what am I doing? They can be tools, but they walk that boundary with distraction very, very strongly. It drives me nuts. Look at me, screen. That's kind of the idea, right? I'm in control of this screen. And I have found myself at times doing this shit, scrolling. Usually while I'm pooping. 'Cause I'm human. But, you know, I would rather have a book while I'm pooping. Poop is funny. It's a funny word. Poop. We consume a lot. We consume a lot of food. We consume a lot of media. We consume too much of other people's shit. And it can really change our perception. And critical thinking and having your own, I don't want to say opinion, but your own look on the world it's crucial, man. In a world where you gotta agree with everyone or disagree with everyone, or, you know, you have to be vegan or not a vegan. You have to be COVID shot, not COVID shot. Everything is one side or the other. You know, are you Republican or liberal? I've never been either. I've never been anything. I don't identify with it. Each issue is its own individual issue. Gun control. Okay, well, look at it. All right, should it be a little bit more stringent? Probably. Should the government not fucking have sold them on the streets in, like, Chicago and stuff? Yeah, that was probably a bad idea. Huh. Did they use that to start pushing for gun control along with some other stuff? I mean, it's a theory, and they've kind of dropped some documents that say it. Yeah, they probably shouldn't have done that. It's kind of shitty. There's a lot of shitty things that happen so people can gain control. And it's more important now than ever to listen to yourself. You know, we Google too much shit, we look too many things up, but yet we don't just go fucking sit in the woods and just listen. And it fucks everyone up. I keep rambling and I'm getting upset. I'm going to end on this. No matter what is going on in your life, you are loved. You are loved by your friends. You are loved by your family. You are loved by whatever higher power has put us here. You are loved more than you know. It will get better. It will get better. It always does. But like Winston Churchill said, if you are going through hell, keep going. Have a great day.